Hello again. Thank you for joining us for the In Song and Story number 5. We're doing the same thing. Welcome to my home. The word home is probably subjective for people like me because of where I live now and where I'm from. But nonetheless, cheers. And we made a stab at because we're housebound, made a stab at staying off of the alcohol, which was an admirable attempt for 4 days. And then when it came close to doing this, I said, well, you know, there's no point in straining things or sláinte. Over the years, I've been very careful in my writings when I use the word home. I grew up in a small town on the east coast of Ireland, Lough, and I lived there for 26 years. And then I started traveling and spent some time in Philadelphia, on over to California. And when I was 29, I came first to this part of the world, to Savannah, Georgia. And it's become my home now, my home. So when I write about home in the Irish context, Drogheda is my home. But I've been here, we've been living here, actually in this house, for almost 30 years. So I've been living here longer than I've been living in Ireland. Strange thing, so it's subjective for immigrants and emigrants. Anyway, let's sing the usual format, 3 songs. And because we're talking about home, I'm going to try this song. I never have performed this song out, but that's part of the challenge of doing this. So it's not performance, it's just singing a song or two. So we'll give it a stab. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, the song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Oh, close enough, I suppose. Anyway, first time I've ever performed that, and this is a great place to be, Savannah, Georgia. It's the most wonderful, wonderful place. So the second song is also about a place back home in Ireland, and we take tours to Ireland every year. A lot of people have come with us. It's been one of the great joys of our lives. And many, many years ago, must be 20 years ago now, we stayed in a place called the Oranmore Lodge in the County Galway, on the west coast of Ireland. And we're all there. And Oranmore was its own village for a long, long time. Now it's kind of been included in the whole Greater Galway area. But a beautiful place. The Oranmore Lodge was a wonderful hotel. I think it's been refurbed since, but my late friend, compadre Eddie Ivy, was with us, and his flight was late, so we left Shannon Airport without him. And he's a very astute young man. He was a very astute young man. So he talked to these two beautiful young American girls into giving him a lift up to Galway. They seemed to be going that way. That's what he told us. So we arrived in to the Oranmore Lodge in the middle of the session. We were singing, and I sang this song, and he sang it with me. It's a great song from County Galway. Galway Shawl. In Oranmore, in the County Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome, and her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and around her shoulders hung the Galway Shawl. We kept on walking, she kept on talking, till our father's cottage came into view. She said, "Come in, sir, and meet my father, and for to please him, play the foggy dew." I play the blackbird and the stack of barley, played Rodney's Glory and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and tears flowed in her eyes of blue. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and around her shoulders hung the Galway Shawl. 'Twas early, early, all in the morning, I hit the road Donegal, she said goodbye, sir. She cried and kissed me, and my heart remained with the Galway Shawl. A great song, the Galway Shawl. In County Galway in the west coast of Ireland. And here's a toast to my good friend Eddie, who has gone before us. God bless. So, singing songs about places, and I was thinking about doing some different things. And we went out for a walk today. During our isolation, we were trying to get some exercise as well. Luckily enough, here in Savannah, Georgia, the weather this spring has been astonishing. Simply beautiful. This is the best time to come to Savannah. April. Not this particular April, next April. So please do come. Well, we were talking about songs during our walk today, and this song reminds me of Danny Doyle for some reason. Danny did a version of this, but I first heard this song when I lived in Philadelphia in the early 80s. We played a lot there, and we were privy to the band Silly Wizard from Edinburgh, Scotland. Got to know the band members. Andy M. Stewart, great singer-songwriter from Perthshire in Scotland, and God rest him, he's passed on now. As has Johnny Cunningham, one of the Cunningham twins, Phil Cunningham on accordion and keyboard, and Johnny Cunningham, an extraordinary fiddle player. And for some reason, Johnny took a shine to us. And he would come when Terra Nova was playing and jump up on the stage and play fiddle with us. Just wonderful, wonderful times. But so I first heard this song recorded by Silly Wizard. It's one of the lesser known Scottish songs, traditional songs. It's called the Lough boat song. Lough is a small lake in the southern highlands of Scotland, central Scotland. And it's bordered by the towns of, okay, what are the towns? Let me think about this. Okay. Oh, Killin to the south and Aberfeldy to the north. Ooh, that was a senior moment right there. And the loch itself, or the lake, is about 14.5 miles long. And on the northwestern shore is Ben Lawers, which is one of the highest mountains in the southern Scottish Highlands. But a beautiful song filled with some wonderful imagery. And time passes, 3 songs. This is the last one. Thank you once again for coming in and spending some time with me in my home, in our home. And hopefully this whole thing will end sooner rather than later. It's all very peculiar. The Lough boat song. When I've done the work of day and I row my boat away down the waters of Lough, when the evening light is falling and I look towards Ben Lawers, for the after-glories glow, and dream on 2 bright eyes with a merry mouth below. She's my beauteous neon Rua, she's my joy and sorrow too. I know she is not true, but I cannot live without her, for my heart's a boat in tow, and I give the world to know if she means to let me go, as I sing a ree a row. Your lovely beauty I declare than all the tresses fair, from Killen to Aberfeldy, be they lint, white, gold or brown, be they blacker than the sloe, they mean not as much to me as a melting flake of snow. And her dance is like the gleam of the sunlight on the stream, and the songs the wee folk sing, they're the songs she sings at milking. But my heart is full of woe, for tonight she bade me go, and the tears begin to flow as I sing a ree a row. When I've done the work of day, and I row my boat away down the waters of Lough, where the evening light is falling, then I look towards Benlores, where the afterglories glow, and dream unto bright eyes with a merry mouth below. And her dance is like the gleam of the sunlight on the stream, the songs the wee folk sing, the songs she sings at milking. But my heart, it's full of woe, for tonight she bade me go, and the tears begin to flow as I sing a ree a row. The Lough boat song. Thank you very much. Once again, good night and God bless. Be safe out there. Sláinte.